Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meaning and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Commentaries by my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. We are currently on chapter 4 and today we will be starting from shloka number 5. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna tanyaham veda sarvani na tvam vetha parantapa. Shri Bhagavan said, O Arjuna, you and I have passed through numerous embodiments. I know them all, but you, O destroyer of foes, do not remember them. Because God is God. He is not in a human like human. He is not made of blood and flesh and etc. We don't remember our past births. God does, because he comes again and again to protect um, when there is a lot of demoniac activities going on. Besides, it's God's world, he knows everything about it. So he's reminding Arjuna that, oh Arjuna, you don't have that memory, but I do. Then he continues on shloka 6, Ajo api sannavyayatma bhutanamishwarupo api san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavamyatma mayaya. Then God reminds Arjuna, he says, I am unborn, imperishable, and the Lord of all beings. Yet, by controlling my own Prakriti, I embody myself by my own Maya. Maya meaning illusion. So, such is the grace of God that He becomes part of the Maya, and due to this illusion, we are not able to identify and see the visible form, His visible form. But His essential elements are, as He says, unborn, imperishable, and the creator of everything. Next, this famous shloka that most people know, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirabhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Here Lord says very clearly, O Bharata, O Arjuna, whenever virtue declines and unrighteousness predominates, I manifest myself as an embodied being. Very clearly God says that. So this is known as the avatara in the Sanatana Dharma tradition. So God comes in different ways, different forms, as the Vara avatara, Narsingha avatara, Matsya avatara, Rama, Krishna, Parashurama, Buddha. All these different times God keeps on coming, and here he is as Krishna avatara, Lord Krishna. So he says, this is nothing new to me. Whenever unrighteousness is very prevalent, then I myself manifest. So that is the deep shloka. So we should always know that this world is a constant battlefield. There'll always be dharma and adharma, righteousness and unrighteousness. Then God further says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya Sambhavani Yuge Yuge. To protect the saints and sages and to destroy the evildoers and to re-establish dharma or righteousness, I incarnate from age to age. So again, Sanatan means timeless, Dharma means righteousness. Many people confuse it to be a religion. It is not. It's a way of life. It controls entire humanity. All the religions technically come under the concept of Sanatana Dharma, timeless righteousness. Then came Hinduism, then came Jainism, Buddhism, and so on, that are taking the offshoots of that divine cosmic knowledge and condensed it into some rituals and some processes. But here God is saying, I protect the devoted, the devotees, the sages, the saints, but I destroy the evildoers, the wrong people who do wrong, who do sinful acts. So then he says, I will continue to do that in future also. I keep coming from time to time. That is the response to Arjuna's question. Remember, Arjuna had asked God, you remember, uh, how can you be born now, and how could you have told it to the sun god? You are now, I'm seeing you now. So to remove Arjuna's illusion, God is saying, I am different. Although I look like a human being in a human form, I am not human. I am God. So then he continues on, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. O Arjuna, my birth and my actions are divine. Whoever knows this truly will not be reborn after shedding his physical body. He will come to me. What a beautiful assurance from God. So, therefore, if we in this human body, if we try to identify and connect with God, He gives us that assurance that we will merge into Him. Therefore, the cycle of birth and death will be perpetually terminated. No more birth, no more death. Shloka number 10. Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashritaah bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataah. Free from attachment, free from anger, with their minds absorbed in me, purified by the austerity of wisdom, many have attained my being. So, there now God is further telling Arjuna that I am not giving you some theoretical concept, something that cannot be achieved. This is very doable, meaning self realization, connecting with God, uniting with God, becoming one with Him is very doable because many people have already done it, and those are the ones we call enlightened sages and saints. In the past, many are here now and many will be in the future. So he says, but they all have these traits in common. They are free from attachment, fear, or anger, and their minds are always centered in God, not in worldly activities, not in raga, dvesha, attachment and hatred, etc. So they have connected themselves and in that way. So here God is giving more answers than Arjuna is asking, because he wants to enlighten Arjuna. He wants him to understand that what he is facing is much, much more profound than what his eyes are seeing. Shloka number 11. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tanstaiva bhajamyaham mama vartamanuvartante manushah partha sarvashah. O Partha, O Arjuna, in whatever way a person adores me, in the same manner I bestow my grace upon him. All human beings follow my path in various ways. What more do we need? Here, Lord Krishna is very clearly telling us that if He is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, we don't have to pray to Him just in the form of Krishna. He says, whatever way a person adores me, whatever we like, Rama, Krishna, Devi, Jesus, or any Buddha, Allah, All those are nouns, names that we are using for the same one divine energy. It is only due to ignorance that we get stuck in names and forms. Here God is saying, I bestow my grace upon anyone who has faith and who is adoring me with all their heart. All human beings follow my path in various ways. That's what he's saying. There is only one path. We all ultimately reach the same mountain top, that peak, and there all the differences resolve. So, Gita is a very deep scripture. It is profoundly wise, divine, and sheds off so many illusions that people have, and gives us that broad perspective of what our true mission in life really is. It takes us out of these small little compartments of what we call my religion or your religion. Moving on to shloka number 11, God says, काङ्क्षन्तः कर्माणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इहि देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. Desirous of success in various actions, people worship other gods because in this human world, success in action is gained easily. So, here God is saying again that most people are seeking worldly success, so they pray to different gods and ask for different things, and action is always required for even worldly success. So that's what here God is trying to explain, that um, people, whenever they are praying to other gods, they are still praying to me only, but through these other gods, and they succeed in their worldly activities. Moving on to shloka number 13. चातुर्वर्ण्य मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्धय कर्तारमव्ययम्. The four classes of human beings or castes have been created by me on the basis of the different gunas and karmas. And we have discussed this before in one of the shlokas. Here, God is again now saying that He has created specialization, and based on that, He has created the classes. Because remember, there are three gunas: sattva being purity, rajas being activity, and tamas being inertia. And based on the karmas, whatever actions we have done in the past, through our prarabdha, we are born in different levels. Thus we see somebody is born in a drug addict's home as a poor child, and another one is born in the lap of luxury in a rich person's home with all the comforts. That is through prior karma. Otherwise, the same soul, child is innocent. He doesn't know where he is. Only when he'll go through the pleasure and pain experience, that's when these karmas fructify. Though I am their creator, know me to be actionless and imperishable. So God is saying, although I am creating them, still there is no action in me. God doesn't take revenge, He doesn't do favors. He simply gives us, He's like the sun, He gives us heat or His radiance. He's like the water, He gives us the fluidity. We can't fault if good or bad things happen because they are based on our prior karmas. We reap what we sow. But God is the energy under which everything happens. So He says He is actionless and He is imperishable. We perish, our bodies perish, but the Atma which is within us is God, God particle. So that's what He is saying, that will not perish because that is my being, but the body perishes because it is transient, etc. Next shloka we will cover in tomorrow's satsanga, shloka number 14, chapter 4. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Hari Om Tat Sat.